welcome to Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Trunkhead with Trunkhead Gaming. Tonight is a replay cast of Lizardman versus Dark Elves. I wanted to cast this game because I'm playing this guy next week, Ryan506. We play next week in GOBBLN Fields, and I think the penultimate, second to last game of the season. I want to remember, he played differently than the other Lizardman coaches that I played, so I wanted a chance to remind myself. So, okay, well, I'll just cast a game of when we played before. So this is the same team I have been playing. This is my Dark Elves, but they're a little less developed because it's about 4 or 5 games ago. Yeah. It's kind of early on Saturday night, but the wife is gone. So I'm babysitting the dogs. And I'm like, I'm going to fucking play a game, but I almost passed out. So I decided I'll just cast this game instead because it'll be a lot faster. So I'm going to go over the squads real fast because I don't remember. Let's play from the good guy's point of view. Let's see what's going on here. So, got my strength 4, but he doesn't have grab. I got my blodge stepper tackle, but doesn't have diving tackle yet. She's got the pilot on. She doesn't have her sidestep yet. He's got the guard. He doesn't have his sure hands yet. I got one loner. You can see he's playing murder lizards. He's got 1, 2, 3. He's got 4 mighty blow on the pitch. Plus, one of them has tackle. In the newest iteration of his team, he has 2 tackle. We'll go over what his team looks like now. And then he's got this skink who took tackle instead of block. Maybe because he already had a block. I don't know. I have never seen a skink with tackle before ever in the history of my Blood Bowl career. Which, like I said, he plays a little different than most Blizzard coaches that I played in the past. No inducements there. I won the fame. The fan factor by 1. Kick it into the corner. I did a safe 5 here. So yeah, like I say, he plays a little different than most coaches I remember. I remember it was really difficult. He did a really good job of protecting the skinks, if I remember correctly. So we're gonna find out, man. Like I said, I want to win this game, of course, but I don't need to kill myself. Murder lizards. Most lizards are control lizards. You only see 1 mighty blow tackle guy. Usually you'll see a break tackle guy, break tackle sacker, break tackle wrestle tackle. You'll see block guard. You know, because lizards are a harder control team. They're not really a murder team. Because when you play a murder team like this, you play lizards and a murder team, you'll do great against AV8 teams like this. But like I'm playing, but when you go against a claw team, and the way you win is by trying to outbash them, you're gonna lose against a regular traditional bash team. So usually you don't see Lizardmen going full murder like this because it's ineffective against a certain kind of team. Whereas if you have all these guys that block and guard and you're a control team, you actually have a chance against claw teams because you're going to limit them to 1 dice and make life difficult on them. Dub Skull there into a 1 and 9, but he knocks down Pirate with Mighty Blow. So really when you're playing murder teams, you really got to limit your hits as much as possible. Limit lizards. For me, as a Dark Elf coach, it's much more difficult when they're murder teams than control teams. But overall, for the lizard itself, I don't believe it's the right build for him. Also, I don't play a lot of lizards, but I do. I'm good friends with the guy who's a very good lizard coach. I've never seen him do more than 2 mighty blow, ever, and usually just 1 for a really long time. Like this, at this point in his development, he would never have this many. So I go up there. I gotta actually hit. This is kind of a neat play. Kind of hitting an injury on Nasen. So he actually had hit his skink in between those 2 guys, thinking that he was safe because of a play he made, and I was like, I want to hit skinks because the way you beat lizards is you remove the skinks. Unless you're a claw team, then you can just remove the Saurus. But when you're not a claw team, you have to remove the skinks. So he put those guys there. I just put my loner right there because I don't care if he dies. And I'm like, well, now block cancels both of those assists. I'll go through with my tackle piece. I didn't really want to stain right there. Like I didn't want to follow up. It's the 3+2+ to get away. But I was like, I can hit that skink, and I'm going to because you have to remove skinks as much as possible. So now only has 3 skinks left on the pitch. And he's got a 2-man bench, so you really got to start moving through him. Other than that, I'm going to do a traditional elf screen. He can just kind of power his way into me as he wants. Let's see what he does. He takes his free hit on the loner. And his armor. And that's why I think he was thinking I wasn't going to do that, but I want to hit skinks. And he goes through and he hits Wandering with tackle. 39 to 51 is pretty nasty. Unfortunately, no damage, and he backs up, which I like. I don't want him getting close to me. But you notice there's no more hits on Skink Screen right now, so he is covering himself up. Like, it's not even a cage dive here; it's a 6+ cage dive because of this tail. So yeah, I have no way to hit Skinks right here. It's just hit a Saurus, and I have a strength 4 fortunately, so I can hit a Saurus. But no mighty blow there. So I'm just gonna, since he backed up and didn't allow me to hit in a Skink, I'm just gonna move my screen forward a little bit. Yeah, let's go. Like, this game was a month and a half ago, so like I don't exactly remember everything, so it's gonna be kind of nice to review my play as well. Just set up a traditional little elf screen. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna hit this guy with my strength 4 and knock him down. That's nice. I'm probably gonna go right back if I had to imagine. Yeah. So you hit Saurus only when you have to, when you're playing a non-bash team. And if you ever get a removal, it's really nice, but you absolutely cannot expect any. He's going to take 2 die on Pirate. Just get a push, but now he's pinning against the wall. It's looking like he's going to make a... Hey, he's going to student body to the right here. He's going to move all these lizards to the right. This is a 3+ to get away, but I do have dodge. You can see he's super protective of his skinks. Like, there's no way I'm hitting these skinks. I do play Dark Elves. Sometimes I play Dark Elves where I'll have 2 to 3 leap on the team, where I would just leap over and get those guys. This particular team doesn't have leap. They've developed very strangely in Meander because I had so many replacements that I don't. And then my witches got Mighty Blow and then on Palm and stuff, so I didn't get a chance to get leap. But look, see, there's no way I'm hitting those skinks. Let's go all the way around. He can maybe hit a skink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With a GFI, you can hit that skink, which I think it might be worth it. And that might be what I'm doing here because this guy's got tackle. I want to make sure I get tackle off the pitch. That's for sure. Plus, if I hit him and I follow it up, I'm on the ball with tackle. Nope. I chose not to do that. I'm probably going to hit that guy again so I can clear this dude away if I had to guess. Yeah. And then I'll push him back there. I'll bring that guy and put him either right here or right here. Probably right there. Yeah. Move him right in front of it. And then this is a 1 and 6. This is a 1 and 9, so I should do this one first. See a tackle. I'm going to kind of wing her out. He's boxed himself in pretty good here, but now he's going to try and change his mind and go left, it looks like. Like, he's doing a really good job protecting the skinks, but because he has to stay in so tight in order to do that, he doesn't really give himself a lot of options. Right now, he's just going left and right, which I'm happy to do. Knocks down the poor Orb the second. He's had a pretty rough... I just did a replay cast of my game against the Vampires, and he got injured in the first play of the game. He gets hurt a lot. My linemen get hurt a lot. Now he's decided, he's like, you know what? Fuck this, I'm going to base him as much as possible. I don't think it's a bad idea, especially getting the loner over the tail. Like, that's a 3+ with no reroll to get away. There is the AG5 skink. I hate AG5 skinks. He's got niggle, though. It's good to know. So now he's just going to switch. He has moved forward a little bit. Skinks actually do not need to get that far forward to be in scoring range. He needs to be ahead 1 more. He's 1 out right now. So I think looks like what I'm going to do is I'm going to punch back. Like I can move 2 of these guys. Right now that's a 2 die that way. Cancel that assist. Guarded there. Yep. To a 1 die, unfortunately. It's a uphill. Even worse. So I frenzy trapped myself, but I paid off. And then I opened up. So the reason I did that, I can see why I did that now. So I can hit this skink for 2 die with tackle. I just need this to be a push. So I took a risk that it was going to be a push. And then if it was a skull, I would have re-rolled a skull. But if it was like any other thing, like if it was a both down, I probably would have just taken it and done something else. But I was like, I might as well take the risk and see if it's available. So the 2 die was good. Of course, you want to try and knock him down the 2 die. And if I do that, then I'm taking away my hit on the skink because I'm standing there. But if I just get the push, which I probably would have taken the push even if I had a POW, just to get him out of the way, then I just need any kind of push and I'm good. So I think it's an okay risk. And if he doesn't let me hit him, I do something else instead. Get the knockdown. No armor break, unfortunately, but the ball is free. I don't have any sure hands on this team yet. The ball did not land into a good spot. What you're hoping for, like this, is it bounces off of this guy and goes here, or bounces off of this guy and off of this guy and goes here. This is a bad spot. Any one of these three open spots is bad. Even this spot would have been better because it's around my guys. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set up the screen. I'm gonna dodge and see if I can get away. Should be a pretty easy pickup for him. Just clear this guy and then go over there and pick it up. And he recovers just like that, and then I get a tackle on my Blodge Stepper on the Witch. On the Witch. People hate this Witch. They just go all out after her. There she goes, the Black Widow. The Palmer. They're like, Palm Witch, get rid of that chick. Tornado the second with dodge. He now has sure hands also. And then double pows on Prowling. I just got him a touchdown. Like, he was sitting on 6 XP for a really long time. I really got to prioritize getting him dodge. And then he's just going to go ahead and protect his guys. So you can see he's super protective of his skinks. He likes to stay in pretty close. And because I made a play at the ball, I'm taking hits I don't usually take on this particular team. This guy's free, so now I have to hit that guy. I got Mighty Blow right there. So I'm thinking, I'm sure, like I said, it's been a while since I played this particular match, but I'm thinking, set up a screen, hit this skink. And I left a spot open. I should have moved those guys first. But I did hit the skink like I thought I was going to. Mighty Blow hit. Got him. Mighty Blow, when you hit a stunty with Mighty Blow, you're like 60% to remove. So you're like, oh my, if you're watching, you're like, man, you're getting lucky on these armor breaks. Not really. Like, it's more likely to get a Kaz than not. Because you're adding +2 to the injury roll. +1 for me, 1 for me in stunty, and +1 for Mighty Blow. So now he's down to 2 skinks, and the 2 that are off are permanent off. I'm not taking any extra hits this time. You see, I didn't make a play at the ball, so I don't have to base anybody. I left this spot open, it looks like, so he has a way to sneak through there. Especially if he's powing me and removing me. Damn it. It's an MNG, I just eat it. Unfortunately. That's what happens when you play Murder Lizards, man. They take guys off the pitch. So he's clearly just going to go through on the side here, and if he does that, I don't know how I would stop him. Especially if he goes right there. So he can walk in from there, but how do I get in there? I can do a cage dive, but he's got tackle. This is actually not bad, even though it's 4. It's a 4+. If I could get somebody there, which it looks like I can't. I have no idea what I'm doing here. What did I do here? These fucking goalposts. Can't hit his skinks. He's decided. He's just. I remember I told you. I remember this game. He protected his skinks really well. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna blitz with the strength 4. Am I blitzing this guy? I'm blitzing this guy. And I failed the GFI, so that's a reroll for sure. Push him hopefully onto the ball. And this guy's strength 4 and he's Blodge Step, so I'm like, well, there's no tackle here. I can kind of bounce back and forth right between these two. Maybe I can stop this skink somehow. Go up here, set up a screen, so there's tackle right there. Let's see, he pows Orb, the unskilled lemon. And then he can kind of scoot right through here. There is tackle right there. This guy now has diving tackle, so that's better. But his team's better too, so we need to check that out. So he's going to hit my guy. I can go right up onto the ball, or I can go right here. If I go right here, it means I was going to try and hit him again. Rerolls it and gets it because he's got tackles. I'm going to go back. Hopefully you don't kill him. Fucking Murder Lizards. Now I can just cruise right through. But so, I mean, it looks like it's bad. Because they scored. But remember, if you've seen me talk about Lizards anymore. If Lizards want to score, they're going to score. You really can't stop them. The best way to stop them is if they take a long time, they try to stall, and they go back and forth, and you get some removals. If they ever feel like scoring, they got 6 strength 4 pieces, and they got the move 8 skinks. Like, they're gonna score if you're gonna score. So I don't feel bad about that because they scored, but they left me 2 turns, and Dark Elves are capable of 2-turn touchdowns. They're not as fast as like humans or Wood Elves or Skaven or even Pro Elves, but they're capable of doing it. So I got 2 turns to equalize, and it's important that I equalize to get that 2. So it's better than having to do the 1 turn, because it is hard for Dark Elves to do 1 turn, especially against strength 4 pieces on the line. It's really hard to push them. But 2 turns, especially because he's got to spread out and cover both sides, I'm feeling pretty solid about it. Looks like I'm going to go right. I should not have gone right. Looks like I'm going to go left. So the reason I'm going to see I'm stacking one side really hard, and when before I kick off, I'm going to stop and go over this setup. Looks like I'm about done. All right, so this is what you do when you're going really hard to one side of the pitch. There's a couple things. I should have another piece over here. I don't know if I do that or not. No, I didn't. And probably because of this guy. So if you're going to go hard to one side, the first thing you need to do is pick which side you want to go to. Now, a lot of people always go to the right. They're just more comfortable going to the right. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll try to, when I'm playing defense, I try to make my opponent go to the left because they're not as comfortable doing it, because almost everybody always goes to the right. But when you're on offense and you're trying to pick which side you go to, you want to go away from his best players. Now, this side's got 2 mighty blows, so it's scary. This side's only got 1, but this side's got tackle. So I want to go away from this guy because he's the guy I'm worried about the most. Now, some things to consider is, like, if, for instance, if one of these guys had plus move, I like to go towards the plus move side. If the plus move was over here, I definitely want to go left. If it was over here, I'd probably want to go right. And the reason I do that is because the advantage of the plus move is you can get to the other side faster. If you go right at him, you're neutralizing that advantage. So the other things you're going to do is if you're not intending to hit the line of scrimmage, like clearly I'm not going to, the one guy that's in contact should always have dodge. So it's not a 1 in 6. So you want to make sure whoever this guy is that's in contact has dodge. And then usually if you want to stack aside, he doesn't have kicks, so it's not as worrisome. If you want to stack aside, these guys should also be back 1 square, because if he gets a perfect defense, he can go right on top of them. So this is actually a mistake. They should both be back 1 square, and the sidestepper should actually be. Oh, they both have sidesteps. Sidestep should be outside. So these guys should be back 1 square. The reason they're forward is because I felt like I absolutely had to score, so I wanted to make sure I got every inch possible. And then you really should have a guy over here, like right about here. Right here or here, one of these 2 squares. So if the ball lands in this corner, you can pick it up, hand it to this guy, and then he can go throw it. And then if you do that like you're supposed to, then this guy can be over here more. He can be like here, that guy's there. That way you have a guy, you're covering this entire side of the field with these 2 dudes, and the rest of the field with this guy. High kick is nice because, of course, you can move wherever you want over there. And the kicks see, now usually, if I had a guy where I should have had a guy right here, I wouldn't have needed the high. The high kick wouldn't have bothered me because I had just been gone there, picked it up, handed it to that dude, and then he could go throw it. I really should have had a guy right there. And not a loner. Should have been a guy I can use a reroll on. So Lono's going to go up and mark. He's my least valuable person, and so I want him to be. He's going to be farthest back. We're going to go through. We're going to hit this dude. A 1 in 9 is really bad. Now I just got to go. Now I just got to be like, all right, well, I'm going to have to go around. It'd be better if I go there because I don't have to do all these dodges. So my plan right now is I'm going to give the ball to this guy. A, because he's strength 4, so it's hard to get the ball out of him. But B, he's got side steps. So I can put it right on the sideline, on the side of scrimmage, on the line right there, on the sideline. And he's going to go over here. You don't want to, if you're going to do this, again, you want to move some guys downfield and have them in the right spot, but not all of them, because if I have moved everybody up there and then failed this pass or failed this catch, then he could just pick up this ball, and that's not good. I mean, he's probably not going to score because it's turn 8, but a lot of times you'll see that and you just ruin your chance to score. So about half is right, somewhere around half, and it kind of depends on the situation. You kind of got to read the situations. Don't move everybody. have 1 or 2 guys up there for sure, and then do your ball stuff. See, I fumbled the pass on a 3+. It's actually better to do the GFI. Instead of the 2+2+ is better than the 3+2+. Of course. Do some kind of crazy dodges. The witch has the ball. She's going to go up here. And I'm going to hand the ball to him, which is a little bit scary because I used my reroll already, but it's safer in his hands for sure. And then the reason I did it now, the reroll's gone, so I can't. There's no rerolling next turn anyway, right? So I'm gonna give it to him now. I gotta hand it to him eventually. So might as well give it to him now while it's safe. He is still a GFI away. 2, 4, 6, 8. So he's 1 GFI away. Of course, he's free. And now I'm just trying to get in the way of these Saurus, especially these two. I don't want them assisting the play, and these guys over here. I'm just trying to make it a skink-only defense. So I'm going to start putting guys through here. This is an easy 2+ dodge. Marking that guy. You don't usually mark Mighty Blow, but when you got to score, you got to score. I could have gone right through here, too. I kind of wish I had done that with that dude. Okay, I could have just a 2+ dodge right there. And that's why you don't want to mark Mighty Blow. Pirate got injured. Pirate's been injured a lot. Let's see, it's his 4th injured Pirate. The Loner's going to get injured, too. But in the Loners, in my defense in this one, this guy was supposed to get knocked down. And now it's going to be a skink-only defense. This guy is surfable. And then he's going to try and bring these guys over here. I remember him doing a decent job with this. Like, I remember Brian being a good coach. He's going to mark that guy. He's going to take his tackle piece and put it over here. So as I look at it right now, my plan, if I was playing it right now, and I don't remember what I did, he's going to go through and he's going to try and hit the ball carrier, but of course it's an uphill, which he re-rolls into a 109. So if I'm looking at it right now, my plan would be to go through with this witch and hit this guy, and I want to push him back this way. I'll probably hit him there and then put him there, and then I can just go through, either give the ball to him and then go, or I can do the GFI. So it's the same either way. It's 2+ handoff or 2+ GFI. So. I did that because I was going to take the palm hit on this guy. And the reason I moved that guy first was so that I could, if the follow-up, if I didn't knock it on the first hit, the follow-up would also be 2 die. Go through, I'm going to hit this skink. Pow him. Push him there. Get her out of the way. Now he can GFI or I can hand off either one. I think I might probably just go score. Got to make sure I went through this square, not the other square, because the other one was a tackle. I wouldn't have got my automatic reroll if I had needed it. That's why it was important to make that guy score in 2 turns. So I made him uncomfortable enough that where he needed to score, leave me 2 turns to score, and I got a chance to equalize. So now my goal is to spend all 8 turns with a ball control offense, but I'm down 2 pieces, so I have to do it with 9. So I'm trying to stall the entire half out with 9. Because it is easy for Lizards to 2-turn touchdown, like super easy. Because the Skinks in strength 4. The only way you feel comfortable scoring faster is if you get enough Skinks off the pitch, and then you're like, whatever, he can't pick the ball up. And you can see how he plays different. Like, I have 4 games of this particular team playing against Baz's Lizardman. You can see how they play different. Baz does have, like, I think 1 or 2 mighty blows, but the team is a little more well-rounded. It's got some guard pieces and etc. This is a pure murder team. I definitely do not want him to get a blitz, but the ball's going right to my guy. The bad part about the blitz is it puts this guy right up there. I have absolutely no idea why my strength 4 guy is on the pitch. That's like my favorite piece. Probably should have been this guy. The problem that he is move 7 was probably the reason he's on the pitch is because he's moved 7. And this guy's moved 6, so he can get back farther. Unfortunately, he uses a reroll on blitz. It's very rare when I use a reroll when it's not my turn. I really don't advocate it unless you really have a chance to recover the ball and make something happen. Like the best that happened there was he hits my guy. And he's still hitting into blodge, so I don't like that play. I would not have used that reroll. Go through, pop that guy, push him down, and now I'm gonna probably take my strength 4 and come right back. I was gonna say it's gonna go upfield, but if I go upfield and leave him alone as like just as a distraction, then all of a sudden he's easy to hit, right? So. That is a loner dodge, which we will just eat, and he takes a removal. So now I only have 8 on the pitch. Now I need to figure out how to stall out the entire half, 11 versus 8. That's a task. That is a task. I don't know if I do it or not. He's just going to base these guys as much as possible, try and get them trapped in, which is exactly what I would do. I mean, I'm not even close to threatening to moving the ball on him. And he's moved 6. Like, Lizards aren't slow. They're just not agile. I think, of course, he's going to use the tackle to hit whichever one he wants to hit. Ideally, he hit this guy and just get pushes, and then he can squirt around and hit one of these fucking skinks. But he's going to hit the strength 4 because he values it more. Does knock him down. The Huntsman's going to go up here. Lives, thankfully, but now he can threaten. He can get up and go down here a little bit. He's going to foul me with his AG5. That is baller. Doesn't get punished for it. I don't get removed, thankfully, but I can't believe he used that fucking skink to do the foul. That is crazy. I want the hands of the ball in the hands of a blodge. So, and I remember I really want to score with this piece because he's got naked guard. I want him to get dodged. But this game is really close. So I wanted to make sure that a blodger had the ball. Even a move 6 blodger. And I need to make sure I screen this guy off. So stalling is all well and good. And I still want to stall, but he left me a hole, a big hole right here. And if you ever see me play a game, I say if you see a hole, hit the hole. Because it might not be there in the future. I'm going to try and throw it to this guy downfield, it looks like, and I'm going to fuck it up. But it bounces right to him. I got really lucky there. And then I'm going to try and guard him up. But yeah, once you see a hole like this, like right now, these 2 guys are out of the play, and these 2 guys are out of the play. These guys can get there, but these 2 guys are out of the play, and this guy's not really in the spot either. So now I'm kind of spreading them out, and I can score if I need to. It's a league play, so a tie is better than anything, better than nothing. But also, once you get behind a guy like this, there's a good you have a good chance of stalling back in his own end, which is nice. Which is nice. He's gonna get right up on me, it looks like. No me gusta. He's just gonna try and base me as much as possible. I like that he's not blitzing with the tackle piece. I don't know why he didn't. But I can go right there, or I could probably go right there, yeah. Now that guy can score whenever he wants. Here comes the Crocs, who is not boneheaded in 10 turns. Not that I'm counting. Skink fails a dodge against tackle, but he's okay. You almost never see Skinks fail dodges. I don't know. They're only AG3, but you would think they fail more than they do. He's going to go around, and I'm just going to mark up, and then I'm going to blitz off a skink. I get the POW. That's nice. But I didn't have to get the POW, right? Because I could have gone this way. And I'm feeling pretty safe with the strength 4. The reason I'm doing that is to get away from these swords, the GFIs. But I feel pretty safe with the strength 4 guy against skinks. So I'm okay with the potato here. And these guys, nobody's pretty close. So now I'm just trying to make some magic happen against some Saurus. Get a 2-die there. That would have been a nice one to have. But I can surf that guy. Well, I used my blitz already. Can't use move guy. She goes up there. I think her plan was to do 2 GFIs. Sure was. Because I re-rolled it. Apparently it was really important to me. Because then I could have gotten a hit on this guy. I could have gotten a palm hit on that guy. Would have gotten 2, right? Would have been a 2 die into a 2 die. Instead of 1 in 36, like I'm not super concerned about this guy being surrounded by skinks. 2, 3. So he'll get a 1 die with a tackle piece, which I don't like. Or if he brings this guy over, he can actually get 2 die. So maybe I should have been. This might have been a mistake. Looking back at it, I know my thinking was, whatever. He's strength 4. They'll never get enough skinks over there. There's 4 skinks though, and that's enough. This looks really bad. These are a bunch of really soft elves getting punched by some really big, nasty Lizardmen. Yep, that's what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen when you give Lizardmen free hits on you. And then Mighty Blow hit on fucking Orb. I am getting my ass pounded down here. That's no good. Just got to go over here and just give base witches. Yep, that's what I would do. And then 2 die. But 2 die with tackle because he's got a tackle skink weirdly. Doesn't even need it because he double bows. And now I'm thinking, I might have fucked this up. That's what I'm thinking right this second. Yeah, that was a good turn for Brian. Knock the ball up. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That is your last reroll. I mean, I guess that gets you away from this, dude. I can just go cancel. I need GFI to the GFI to cancel both of those assists, so I can go through and hit this guy for 2 die. Get it in the first try. See where the ball goes. Go there. I'm gonna go there. Am I gonna score? Yeah, there's no more fucking around now. So part of the reason I scored was the ball was clearly not safe on all those skinks, especially the AG5 skink. But I was also getting just beat up over here in the corner, so I had to abandon my stall. There's the spiderweb cheerleaders. So now I have to play defense effectively. Hopefully my KOs come back. Oh my god. Only one of them, so I'm still down. It's still 11 on 8. He's got 5 turns. He can score easily in 2. I have no idea what's going to happen here. This is not good. I'm spreading out a little bit because I don't want him to just hit the sidelines. I'm going to Ole him. I'm going to give him a side. Basically, I'm thinking what I'm doing right now is saying, hey, bud, if you want to score, go ahead. I'm going to give, this is the Ole defense. This is, I'm giving you this side of the pitch. If you want to hit me over here, I'm going to have the numbers advantage. So the reason you do this Ole, this offset offense, like you put your alignment over here and the rest of your team over here, A, it spreads him out pretty good if he wants to try and hit everybody. But B, usually what happens is he's going to get the ball, he's going to try and go down this sideline. And he's got to protect the ball. So he's got to spend 2 or 3 guys over there to protect the ball. You can see I kicked it short because I want to force him to go over here. So he puts the ball carrier and then 2 to 3 guards at minimum, which leaves your team, your full team, playing against less of his team. But you do give up a touchdown. Sometimes you can stop the touchdown, like you'll be over here in the middle of a fight, you'll see it, they'll commit too much to the fight, and they'll leave the ball carrier open, and they'll give you a chance to go after and attack the ball. Wandering takes a badly hurt, that's no good. Like, they'll pull their guards, what I'm trying to do is they'll pull their guards down here, and leave the ball carrier exposed, and you're fighting over here, and then your guys are fighting, you'll kind of be playing over here and stall a little bit, and then you're like, oh, the ball's free, and you'll go get it. So once in a while, you can go do that. In this particular instance, I'm doing it just because I'm trying to save my team. I'm sure what I'm thinking is a tie is good enough for me. It's a league play. I'm undefeated, so at some point you gotta be like, I need to preserve my team. And against a murder lizard team, preserving your team is not a bad call. I still want to hit skinks though. There's no doubt about that. Because if you can kill all the skinks, and I got a 2 die and a skink right there. Excuse me, because for whatever reason he's marking me. that I just give up so I can go hit the ball carrier. Like, he was a little cavalier about it, and he left it open. So normally I would have taken that hit, but I at the time I saw the 2-die on the AG5 clearly. I'm like, well, I'll just go hit that guy. Like, this defense, I was basically surrendering the score, but the way he left that guy open, I had to take it. Looks like I 1 in 36 that dodge right there. That was 1 in 9. First bone ahead of the game on turn 13. Should have had 2 by now. Pow's orb 2, but the ball's kind of in a spot where maybe I can make it difficult for him. Especially now it's behind a plodge step tackle guy. It's the witch. He's going to push this guy on closer to the ball. He needs 1 more assist to get a 2-die with that skink. He's just trying to pile around the ball, and that's probably a smart idea. He's got an AG5 there, which I'm sure is going to go try and pick up this ball. Except for he does have to go out of tackle, into tackle. I was just going to use that guy on the 4+. It's like, fuck it. I'll just fucking use this guy, and away I go. I have 2 tackle pieces up here. Hopefully one of them can get to him. That skink 1 in 9s. I love it when skinks 1 in 9 because it so rarely happens. It doesn't happen 1 in 9 times. I'll tell you what. That was about 1 in 25 times. Skinks just seem to fucking dodge at will against me. So I don't need to get tackle on this guy, but I certainly would like to. So she's gonna pile this guy, get him out of the way. Mighty blow. I'll probably pile that on. Just kidding. Didn't want to pile it on. I want her on her feet. And then here's a dodge. Do these dodges 1 at a time because I want to see if I get. Yeah, I had to do the 3+, 3+, 2+. And it worked. I'm doing it from here. Of course, I failed the GFI. That's my last reroll. But the game's on the line. I get the POW. Push her against the sideline. Get the KO. Now, if the ball bounces in a good spot, like right here, awesome. That's not that great a spot. That's a 3+. Failed the first one. So it would have been a 3+, 3+, 2+, and I would have been over here with the strength 4, but that didn't work out. I'm taking these risks. I was like, you know what? I'm taking a game where I probably should have gotten a tie, and because he exposed the ball carrier, I have a chance to win this game. And I actually thought I had a chance at a 3-1, it looks like. You can see that his 2-turn offense was much more wide open than his 1-turn. And it might have been because of the way I set up. In the first half, he was super protective of his skinks. He played in super tight. And the second half, he was way spread out, which exposed the ball carrier. So he doesn't bonehead for the entire game, and then he back-to-backs on turn 13 and 14. He could do 1 more and still be on average. He's going to POW Mesothalia. But now, I mean, he's got 2 turns. He's got 3 turns left. And his AG5 skink has the ball. I still need to stop him somehow. He probably doesn't want to go from here because there's 2 GFIs if he wants to go straight in from there. She's going to come through. She's going to do the 2 GFIs to hit him. And it's going to work out for her. Black Widow taking risks. Hits the niggle. And gets a KO. Do I pile on? Just go for it? Probably not. I want her on her feet to be near the ball. The loner gonna dodge out. There's no tackle zones because he's bonehead. And the loner fails the pickup. I remember thinking I can fucking win this game. All this loner's gotta do is pick up this ball, but of course he doesn't. He's out of skinks, I think. He's got 2 skinks left. This is why skink hunting is so important. He's got 2 skinks left. They're both loners and they're both down pitch. I mean, and this skinks were ball carriers, so I was going to hit him anyway. But this is why you fucking make a point of hitting skinks. Because he really much has to hit. These guys are all AG1. They pick up on a 5. That's an easy removal for that guy. But he needs one of these skinks in scoring. He's got to stand at least one of them up. He should have stood up a skink and put it in scoring position before he rolled any dice. So that's a mistake. Go through and protect the ball. That's smart. Finally moves a skink and he goes backwards. This guy's got to go in scoring position, right? Nope, he's going to go pick up the ball. Like this, why did he move this guy backwards? This guy needed to come down here a little bit. I guess he's still in scoring range where he is, but if I just push him once, he's out of scoring range, right? That is definitely not what I wanted. I almost did that for the blitz instead, but I was worried about the 3+2+. I remember that. I wanted to tackle Mighty Blow on him because then I got 2 hits and pushed him back. But the 3+2+, I felt like this was a better play. In retrospect, I probably should have done 3+2+. What I'm doing now is I'm piling around this guy and trying to make it as difficult as possible for him to get this guy the ball because he's the only one that can really score. Like these guys can, but they catch the ball and a hand up on a 5+, and he's got no rerolls. So this is the guy he wants to get it to. And this guy's got sidestep at least. So he's going to hit Wolf Spider. Wood goes right onto the ball. Takes an injury. Clears that guy. Orb 2. Okay, this is the whole game right here. He needs to get the ball to this guy. He needs to hand it off and do a 6+. And then he's got to do some crazy dodges against tackle. Oh, he's going to do some kind of chain push. Play Dub Skulls. Ah! And that's the game. So he was going for a chain push, hit this guy, hit him onto the skink, and then move the skink over one. So it would have been maybe if he had knocked him down, it would have been a 4+ hand up, but it was probably would have been a 5. So it looks like I won that game 2-1. I took 10 armor breaks. Remember, I got hit more than I usually do. I don't usually take 45 blocks, especially against murder lizards. But you saw how aggressive I was going after the ball. And when you go after the ball that aggressively, by nature, you have to block a cancel assist, which means you're in contact, which means you take more hits than you like. I think I got a lot more hits in those last 4 to 5 turns where I was like, I have a chance to win this game. So that's what happened there. Going forwards, we're on average. His dodges were above average for an AG3 team. Catches were below average, but it could have only been 6. Could have either been on average or below. That's about it. Pickups 100%. Damn. Boneheads were on average, and casualties, I don't know what those. 21 pals versus 16 skulls. 25 fucking defender stumbles. Pretty good for him. I rolled 6 pals and 10 skulls. And then my ones were pretty even. I made a lot of dodges, but they were even. And I mean, when you have the dodge skill, you always roll a lot of dodges because if you fail one, you get an automatic reroll. So the way the dice log works is if you have the dodge skill and you fail a dodge, that counts as 2 dodges. One is a success, or one is a failure when the next one is a success. So it looks aggressive, but it's not really that bad. Casualties bad. Going forwards were below average. KOs, I had a babes that's on average. Pickups below average, catches on average, and passes on average. So that was the team I'm playing next. That is OCR Pralevsnikov. I'm gonna go over real quick what the teams look like now. That game was 6 games ago. So looks like I think he played the Undead and tied, or won, excuse me. Which means that he and I are 1-2 on the turn. I finished 4-1-0 the first time, so I'm 6-2-0 overall. Yeah. So I'm pretty secure in my spot, but clearly this is an important game. And I try to get an update on the standing as points wise, but there is no way to do it unless I want to go through his record or go through his history and my history. I don't feel like doing that. Maybe I will. So my team now looks like this. I'm 18-20. I'm floating 20k extra cash, but one of my benches is gone. This guy, she's got sidestep now. The strength 4 guy's got grab. He's got diving tackle. He's got sure hands, which is good. And And then his team now is bigger. He's 1860, so right now he's 40 larger than me. Now he's got 2 Mighty Blow tackle. The Strength 5 guy is new. I do not like that. The same Mighty Blow. So he always had 3 Mighty Blow, just added a tackle. He added a Strength 5, which sucks. He added a Niggle, which is good. This AG5 guy has Sure Feet, it looks like. Yep. So he's a nasty one-turn threat. He went jump up on these guys, which is really odd. I'm surprised he didn't. Like this guy right here, at the very least, he should have gone diving tackle. Diving tackle. That's a weird combination. Yeah. And then looks like his Crocs took a move bust. So that's what I got going on. I wanted to remind myself of how he plays. He's very protective of his skinks. He's going to see he's got 6, 12, 13. So he's got 2 skink bench. Probably these 2 guys. So it's going to be similar as far as that goes. Man, should be fun. I can't wait to do it. GOBBLN is really fun, man. I'm loving this Stomping Fields. I'm loving this team in particular. My other team is Smells Like Victory in the Proving Grounds, and they are doing okay too. They're 2-0 on the turn. I forget what they were. Actually, I can just look. Overall, they are, because all these games have been played in the Proving Grounds. As soon as Jim's sharpening his canines there. Oops. 6-0-2, so that's pretty good. Especially for a fresh Nurgle team. Alright guys, thank you for watching. That's just a replay cast. It shouldn't have taken too long. It looks like it took 45 minutes exactly. I'll let you know when that game plays. It flips either tomorrow night or Monday night, and then we will play sometime next week. And I will probably cast a replay of that game as well, unless it's at a time I can cast it. Thank you for watching. See ya!